So yeah, those guys know best. I talked to Trayvon Robinson for almost 2 hours, and I left the conversation thinking that guy is a legit good human being, and probably a great coach. So I reached out to a few of his players, and they confirmed it. Welcome to the third and final part of Ketchup and JP with Trayvon Robinson. In this section, Trayvon talks about his whirlwind 2019 and 2020 seasons, the winding down of his playing career, and the beginning of his new career as hitting coach. But a significant portion of the show, in his words, is the forgiveness tour. In my words, it could also be called the gratitude tour. Trayvon calls out a lot of coaches and mentors who have impacted him. Those quotes at the beginning demonstrate that he likewise has impacted others. He impacted me over a 2 hour conversation. I'm very grateful. Here we go with part 3.
And yeah, I just kept going, and I was expecting, like, honestly, Jeff, I was expecting to get released. It's a numbers game, dude. I just want an opportunity to get spring training, dude. That's all I want. I ain't really care. Like, I had nothing to lose. I'm already losing my ex-wife, dude. I mean, my wife, and I'm probably losing the house that I wanted to call home, dude. I lost a lot of stuff, and I just wanted an opportunity. That's all I want. If
So
you
you
want
got
to
that
release,
opportunity, man. They sent you in Indianapolis, AAA.
yeah, but the thing is, they were also saying they're like, oh man, I don't know if he's gonna want to go to Double A, dude. They don't realize this. I would have went to high A if you would have asked me to go. I would have went to high A, but it didn't matter to me. I just wanted to be a part of something. I wanted to be a part of the organization. So I literally, Brian Esposito came and told me, he's like, hey, I don't know if they told you or anything, but we're gonna take you to Indianapolis. I could even cry. I could even cry. I was like, bro, this is better than going to the big leagues right now, because I was just down in the trenches. Like, I didn't know what was going on, and I just took advantage of it and I ran with it. And I
Yeah.
ended up becoming an all-star that year. And that was a funny thing too, because I knew the thing is, I knew the situation I was getting into. I knew that I was going to be a guy that was coming off the bench. They got all these young guys. I just want to lead by example, regardless of what I was going on off the field. I prayed every day, and I was like, dude, just please, just keep that away from me. Please keep that away from this piece, because walking into that Indianapolis stadium, I just knew every day that I could not let that come inside that stadium. So I did whatever I did. I
It's the hardest thing in the
literally
world to do, man. This is for people that
hardest
aren't in
thing to do.
baseball.
Hardest thing to
Yeah.
do is to literally separate the uniform from the street clothes. So I ended up like, I knew my role. I ended up just coming off the bench. I knew exactly, I wasn't trying to do too much, and I had a couple guys always just coming to me like, bro, like, how you do that, bro? How do you come off the bench and do that? I was like, the thing is, what you guys are trying to do, I'm not trying to do. You do it naturally. I'm just getting a good pitch to hit and just putting a good swing on it. It's easier. It's easier for you to hit than me, because I only got 3 swings, and I'm 31. So it's like, if I don't accomplish anything in this at bat right here, I could be home right now. So I did that, have a lot of pressure. I took that and threw that away, because I can't control it anyway, dude. If you want to release me, dude, I hit a game time home run, I got released. So it's like, it doesn't matter to me. Like, it really doesn't matter to me right now. If you want to let me go, let me go. Then eventually I just had a good year. Then I ended up in the All-Star game, because they had a lot of movements or whatever, but they needed a representative. And they looked and asked me, they're like, dude, you're batting 330, bro. Why are you not going to the All-Star game? Because they needed a representative. I was like, because I don't qualify for that bats. And they were like, dude, you're a perfect example of going to the All-Star game right now. You've been in independent ball for years, dude, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I would love that, but
Uh,
would you guys want that? And they were like, dude, you're going to the All-Star game. I was like, all right, I'm going.
All
So
right.
I went to the All-Star game, and I shocked everybody by that. I think I shocked the whole organization by that. Um, they were like, this dude literally just came from independent ball and accepted an assignment. He probably would have accepted a Double A assignment, and then he just go ahead and went to the All-Star game. So I don't know if I was in the conversation getting called up. That would have meant a lot to me. Actually, it would have been a lot of it would have been a lot of problems, because I had to call my lawyer and tell him, like, hey, now. Like, what I'm saying? I had to do it, like, let's do it right
Right.
now. Like, what I'm saying?
My salary is about to increase.
Yeah, yeah. So let's do it right now. So, everything happens for a reason. But no, I really think that was out of my 19-year career, 2019 was my favorite year, because it showed perseverance, determination. Uh,
You had fun playing the game.
It was a lot, man. It was a lot. I can't even tell you in the words. Like it was so much to where it lined up to where it's like, yeah, this is my favorite one. This is my favorite one.
Then I'm glad you had a great year. Then 2020 happens. You get signed by the White Sox for spring
Yeah.
training. COVID happens. What was your 2020 year like, man? Did you feel like you had a chance to at least hang out
Yes.
in Charlotte with the White Sox?
Yes.
Or
Yes. 1,000%. 1,000%. Because Chris Getz, I played against Chris Getz. He was with the Royals. And we had a little short conversation. He was like, "Man, after seeing you, what you did in Indianapolis against us, and seeing you how you handle your things and all this stuff," he was like, "Dude, without a doubt, you were going to go to Chicago in 2020. You were going to go to Chicago because then we talked about what was going to be my role. My role was literally just going to be a guy playing every day. I literally go from independent ball to playing part time, excelling, going to All Star game, getting signed. My financial burdens are gone. You know what I'm saying? Because I was making a significant amount of money there, and it was going to help me. It was going to help me. So 2020 would have put me back in a position to where I was back on track. But I would have made. I probably yeah. He was saying that yeah. I would have made it back to the big leagues. But because how much money you're making, we're gonna have to release you because of the COVID. And I was like, dude, I get it. I get it. Just tell me the truth and just understand that I I thank you, dude. I think the White Sox for taking the chance on me, a 32-year-old dude that I can't think of enough. They want to hire me, dude, as a coach. I'll take it too. So yeah, man. But the 2021, I came back here. That's when they were had that ABS thing, and I was just still just kind of going through some stuff, not having a place to stay, really staying with my friends and stuff like that. I officially got divorced in 2020. I lost my house. I lost my living situation. I was still staying with Kinley, my boy, but you just you want to be on your own. You've been on your own for so long. You know what I'm saying? You want to be in the spot to where that
you're
you can have
independent
peace.
and
Yeah,
you don't
you
have to
get
rely on anybody for anything. And you take
what?
care of yourself.
Yeah. So I was going back and forth with him a little bit. In 22, after the 21 season, I was like, I'm not coming back. I'm done, dude. I'm gonna just try to find something else to do, just because I think I just missed my time. And 22, I like half retired. I ended up doing I was doing a lot of stuff, man, like DoorDash. I was doing Uber Eats. I was but I knew that was one foot in, one foot out of what I wanted to do, man. And I just could not grasp what I wanted to do. But the game was really calling me, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna D-bat right quick in Peoria, and just see what can I do. And I literally picked up a bat and hit a couple rifles, and I was like, I'm going back to go play baseball. So I sat out.
Good, man.
I was sat out for like 3 months, and I came back to Lancaster. I ended up telling him, yeah, I want to come back. That brought me back. I played a significant role as far as leadership. You know what I'm saying? And then we ended up winning it. We ended up winning it. That was awesome. Went back home. Still had to deal with all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Ended up working at
From what you've
UPS.
had with your playing career and what you've talked about from back with the Dodgers, even you've had the built-in leadership quality.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
You
well,
definitely do.
that was taught. That was taught from all those guys that with the Dodgers that come down. What I love about with the Dodgers, they always hired guys who played the game, that played in the big leagues with them, and they came down. They're championship caliber players too. Like they always came down and talked to us weekly. They just knew what they were doing when it came to having those mentors, the mentor guys around and all that stuff, ex big leaguers, the coordinators, the coaches. They instill all that stuff in us, man. It was just, I think it was just natural how it came about, because hearing it so much, so much, so much, it just became natural to me.
That's another way the game's changed. It used to, you look at the coaching staff, say double A Chattanooga or something like that. It'd be a hitting coach, a pitching coach, and manager. And at least two of those guys would have significant playing experience,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
high level, major leagues bit. Nowadays, my double A coaching staff is 5 to 6 coaches
mm-hmm.
and the same one or two maybe have had extensive playing experience.
Yeah,
And that might be something that I think is going to take a swing back to the olden days sometime soon.
because I got to be able to relate to you. Don't get me wrong, but those guys are really really extraordinarily good at what they do. They with the analytical part and looking at different things. But I need to have a conversation with somebody who stood in the box, and I need like that's what I'm practicing now with these guys here. I knew what it take 19 years of all of the stuff that I've been through in that box on the field, this and that. It's not one emotion that I didn't have. And don't get me wrong, like there's also a lot of emotions and a lot of scenarios and events and stuff I did not achieve. You know what I'm saying? Did not achieve, but I also didn't it didn't come about for me either, you know what I'm saying? And that's
It's
why I
also
really
it's
think that like
mistakes that you made that you learn from that
yeah,
you can teach and
the
lead.
mistakes that I made, but there's some events that I wish I would have probably went through and excelled at, or where the case might be. But there's other people for that too. So that's why I really believe that you want to put people in places that have that experience. You know what I'm saying? Because they can translate it in a respectful way, not to be a dick or anything. Like what I'm saying, there's some guys out there that are respectfully wants to be dick, but for me personally, what type of person I am, that's way too much energy. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So, to be a complete asshole, that's way too much energy for me. So. But yeah, I think we need to. I think as a collective baseball community, we need to go back to experience, able to
I think
have
it's going to happen.
able to have those connections. Even the people that are hitting coaches that did not have the experience that somebody else had. At least share that experience to bridge that gap instead of like everybody being so one-sided strong. We should always have like an open mindedness to like, okay, well, what are you thinking in this, or what are you thinking in that? You know what I'm saying? What do you want? Because a lot of it right now is like this result based. We want results, but it's like I want to know how you're working, bro. I want to know the progress. I want to know what is going through your head. What is your plan and attack and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Instead of like, dude, yeah, I want you to hit 30 home runs. But
You want the process to be there
yeah, how you going to get there? How you going to get there? And
and repeat it.
and have you ever hit 30 home runs? If you never hit 30 home runs, I can't expect you to hit 30 home runs. You never hit it. So, yeah, well, we're at 23. 23, I came back. We ended up winning again in 23. And then 24, full-time hitting coach. We didn't make it to the finals or anything. We made it to the playoffs, and yeah, that was my first year being a full-time hitting coach. But I did get a couple games in. So I played 19 years. So, and then this year is my second year in 25, and I am solely the only hitting guy on the team. So, yeah, it's
Do you love it?
I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I take notes. I try to have conversations with guys,
You're part of
relationships
the
with guys.
team. You're still on the field. You're still got the camaraderie of being part
Yeah.
of a team.
I'm just thankful that I can actually still do it if I need to do it.
True.
I'm
True.
I'm
Very
I'm
true.
I'm able enough to where like if I need to show somebody because we're all visual creatures anyway, right? So we're visual. I'm gonna show you how to do this. I can show you like that. That's why I'm really thankful that I'm in a position to where I can show, but I'm healthy enough to where I can do it.
Have you always had your health, Trayvon? Do you have any injury problems through the years? Anything bother
Uh,
you nowadays?
No, nowadays,
Good.
no, nothing. I
That's
just sit,
great.
I sit there and eat chips all day.
Oh man.
Yeah, I juice a lot. I
I eat
juice a
chips
lot.
too, but we have different results.
Yeah. So now I juice. I'm actually side note. I'm actually a vegetarian man. So I kind of like be very I be very conscious of what I put in my body now. I wish I was a little bit better at that when I was younger. But I ain't gonna lie. I just eat a lot. I have a really bad sweet tooth. I just eat a lot of fruit. That's all I do.
That's a good problem to have, I guess.
Yeah.
Lots of fruit, lots of vitamin C.
Yeah.
So you're also you and Jay Jackson have been doing the Brushback
Yeah.
podcast for
Mhm.
about a year now, more
Yeah,
than a
about a
year.
year. About a year.
I talked to him in the last episode, and you guys are going to kind of expand what you're doing with that, with
Yeah.
something involved in the UK, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. We got another one called the It's Baseball Mate. It's pretty much just saying.
What a great name! I
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
great.
I didn't know
It's a
that.
great name. And then you like you look at the name, you're kind of like, what is this? But it's like, nah, it's just two brothers, man, who played the game. They're just gonna go ahead and like, Explain the game. You know what I'm saying? It's a catchy podcast. Hope nobody takes it the wrong way, but it's all
No,
love.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we definitely yeah, starting to do some stuff because he came about. He reached out to me. He was like, "Hey man, let's give him this podcast stuff." So I was kind of at first I was kind of like, I don't know about that because I got so much uncertainty going on in my life. But then now it's like, when he hit me up, I was doing Amazon. I was doing Amazon delivery driver or something like that. I was actually working there, and I was doing some stuff at UPS too. So I was like, you know what? Whatever, let's do it, bro. Like, what I'm saying? I got this amount of time, this day, and then now, like, we want to cram a lot of stuff in right now, but
You're a
you
very
know,
busy man.
our time, because he's coaching now. I'm coaching. I'm trying to get in affiliate ball next year. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. But I'm gonna have a lot. I'm not gonna have as much time as he is. So we're trying to do the best we can. But just to get the word out, get the experience out, share our experiences, because that's what it all comes down to. Make sure that we don't waste our experiences that we played the game. We don't
But
just
your experience that you have now is in hitting coach, you're able to impact, the 25, 30 guys that you come in contact with at a time. But you guys are also starting the Smile Zone as well as another
yeah.
mentor
Yes.
and coaching
Mm-hmm.
program, right?
Yeah, and he came about with that. That was shortly too. I was like, "Hey man, we come out with all these business ideas, bro. Like, hey,
Right,
relax, man. Let's go have some dinner or something right quick."
right. Let's go
Yeah,
golf.
yeah, but it makes sense though what we want to come up with. He had a couple other guys. I think Mater, Jalen Davis, a couple other guys. Not take heaps. So we got a good balance of guys who play in the big leagues or whatnot, and just literally just having those conversations. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm taking it. I'm just having conversations with kids to where we're bridging that gap, like we said. Instead of just being all visual so much, like
All
I want to do this,
swinging,
I want to do
all
that.
pitching.
Yeah,
It's all experience.
I want to be able to talk to a kid for 30 minutes and just be like, "Hey man, what's going through your head right now?" Because I was one of those guys. I wanted to do significantly a lot. You know what I'm saying? But everything starts with having achievable goals, a standard with yourself, but give yourself grace too at the same time. So I think it was a good opportunity. Right when he said that, I was like, "Yeah, man, don't worry about it." And it's not. It's sometimes I say yes to a lot of things, but then I mean, just the way it sounded,
Oh,
it's like, "Yeah, Jay, let's do it, bro," like, because it makes sense. It makes sense for me, to
you're
do
able
that.
to impact the not just the players on your roster, but younger players and people who need help that you needed.
Absolutely, absolutely. Everything starts young too, anyway. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm happy that he came out and wanted me to be a part of it. I'm very honored. Yeah, I just want to just make sure that we reach out to kids and there's more than what the flashiness is. What we're seeing right now, it's a lot more work, a lot more other stuff that goes back right behind it.
Yeah, the work and time involved and the failure
Mm-hmm.
involved as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. So right now I'm just kind of hanging out for a little bit. My day being a hitting coach starts in practice. The end of my day is when the game starts. What do? I give signs. That's all I do. I give signs. No, that's cool for me.
I never thought about it that way, but
Yeah, yeah.
yes,
Nah, day's over. So I really lock in for like 2 or 3 hours, making sure these guys mental but mental's on point. But the one struggle I have with honestly and this starts from last year that I'm competing against guys that are not here. Like what I'm saying, because of the new wave of the hitting consultants, the hitting coaches that are not here. So I'm competing against them. When they got their downtime, they talk to them, and then now I gotta pretty much take their notes and incorporate it in my notes. So hopefully we can find a balance point.
yeah, you
When
have to incorporate it because if you just say there's something imposing, they're
Yeah,
gonna shut you out.
you're gonna shut down, right? So, but I keep what I do is that I keep our goals, our team goals, our individual goals consistent through everybody. So I just talk about the basics of hitting. See the ball, hit the ball, find a good pitch to hit. That's it. I don't care. Like your movement is gonna be your movement, but everything starts here. So if I tell you like, hey, go get me a beer in the refrigerator, you're gonna get up and get a beer. I don't have to talk about how you're gonna get up. I don't have to talk about how many steps you're gonna take. Just go there. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the difference in what are we doing as hitters now? It's like, yeah, we want home runs, but that's achievable. But that's the literally the lowest amount of stat you can get as a hitter. Like you always going to have more hits than home runs. You're always going to. I mean, sometimes you can always have more doubles than home runs too. I mean, that's the closest thing you're going to hit is a double or home run. But what's more achievable, a double or home run? I think a double's more achievable than a home run. It depends on how strong you are. More importantly, you're going to hit more singles than you hit doubles anyway. Not saying that you should go ahead and just hit singles. I think we just hit the ball hard, find a good balance point. A good balance point is like finding a good pitch to hit and just hitting it hard. You know, we're already against odds. There's 7 guys behind them. So I think what I do, I just take all those results that we really want and just compress it into like, okay, let's just get a good pitch to hit and put good wood on it, and then we win. That's it.
That's
That's
a
it.
very achievable,
It's very
measurable
achievable.
goal.
Very achievable. You will always play the game if you're hitting the ball hard, and the game will always reward you if you hit the ball hard because somebody's gonna get out the way. It shows that you're not solely looking at something that you can't control. I looked at an interview with Barry Bonds saying, it's like, hey, now it's just me and you. It doesn't matter who else is behind you. It's just me and the pitcher, and I need to win off you. If I win off you, then I win. If I lose, if I still hit the ball hard, I still win. You know, so.
That's a great, simple foundation for hitting.
Yeah, that's it. I think we just get so far because we want the results and we want to be like everybody else, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's fine, dude.
You're dealing with professional players, and you're kind of starting to deal with a small zone. But with the younger players, um, yeah, they want results, but they also want the cool jack that they hit for their Instagram and for their scouting videos and all that.
Yeah,
How do you teach them to look for those long term, to hit the ball hard, the sustainable, achievable goals?
I mean, they have to have some type of wow factor, right? So they got to have some type of interest. They have to have the interest. So I don't want to take that away from them. Like,
Right.
hey, nah, dude, do that, dude. If that's going to keep you interested, if that's going to keep you continually come to the field, forget me, forget Jay, whatever. If you're going to continue to go to the field because you like the flashiness, I'm going to work with
Okay.
that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but I'm going to teach you a little bit of things that, hey, you don't have to do it all the time, but I want you to do it because it's an attraction, right? So I'm gonna just give them another attraction and simplicity on actually playing the game. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So where he can actually, if you want to showboat, all right, let's see how we can showboat more, but we got to take care of this so we can give you a reason to showboat. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing with me. Like I can't control it. There's 5,000, 5 million kids that pop their chains and look like this player, look like that player, and lime green elbow guards on your team where it's freaking navy green or some navy blue or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, bro, if that gets your attraction, that gets your attraction. That's not my problem. I'm telling you what, I'm not buying you $100 pair of batting gloves. I'm not buying you $200 pair of leg guard and shin guard when you don't even get hit there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. But to each his own. If your family has that money to do it, to each his own. Just come to the ball field. That's okay. Come to the ball field.
That's a great philosophy, man. You get in there and man.
As much time as you trying to look in the mirror to look good, take that time and come to the ball field. That's it. I mean, well, I said a lot, but officially, I am done. I am done playing. I think we
But a
got
19-year playing career,
yeah,
you should be
19.
proud of that.
I am. I am.
I know you wish you could spend more time in the big leagues, made
Yeah,
a few million more bucks doing it.
yeah,
But man, no, nobody does that. 19-year professional career.
yeah, yeah. Not a lot, man. I'm thankful, very thankful to people I crossed. Thankful for the people who coach me. Thankful for the people who were my teammates. Very thankful for clubhouse managers, umpires. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Everybody, grounds crew, everybody, man, everybody who wherever I shared a office with, I'm thankful for the people I've met. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. Very thankful. I just wish that I could, if I could change one thing, I could change my personal situation. That's probably the only thing, but that's not a burden on anybody. That's what I have to do. That's not anybody else's responsibility. That's my responsibility. Thankful that the game taught me a lot about life. Thankful that the game taught me, being on this side now, grace, gratitude. Yeah, man, just sure out love. You just never know who you'll meet. Never know. We'll reconnect. You know what I'm saying? Reconnect some way, somehow. It's definitely a game I gave my life to, and I thank it. I think it doesn't have any of the baseball. What I've noticed is that the game doesn't have emotion. Like, you know what I'm saying? It puts out whatever it puts out. Yeah, it doesn't talk to you back or whatever. It is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful for what it has done to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It made me available, got me out of some shitty situations, dude. Gave me peace. Gave me some shitty situations. Yeah. I can't say I'm thankful enough, and I just ask for forgiveness for everybody that took me the wrong way and misunderstood me. It's all love. It's all love, man. That's all I
And
got.
now, helping the future of the game, man, good things are going to happen to you. You do good things, you treat people right, good things will work out for you.
That's it. That's it, man.
Mr. Trayvon Robinson, man, I had so much fun today. I appreciate you. If you have
Thank you.
anything else to ever add, hit me up. I'd love to have you back on the show. Okay.
Hey, I would love to chat again, man. I love talking.